Heya, I'm Oliver. Today we will be finishing off the Pokemon Jinko requests from the last video. This video is part of a 3-part series at this point, and I honestly will probably do more in the future. However, despite this being a series, you can jump in at any point, but I would still appreciate if you could check out those videos as well. Links are in the upper right corner, so yeah, let's get into it. When I tell you that Mega GALLADE was by far one of my favorites in this entire series, I mean it. I just really like the colors, and I think I did a good job at making him into a human without making him a fighter, kind of like what I did with Ceruledge in the last episode, I guess. So when I was researching on GALLADE's wiki, also I don't know if I'm saying GALLADE right. That's a side note, that's off script anyways. The wiki brought up some interesting points of possible origin, including gladiator helmets from Rome, Corinthian helmets from Greece, I don't know if I'm saying that right either, and the tonfa from Japan. And I thought these were really fun and interesting, which is kind of why I brought it up, but yeah. The one I really saw the most was the gladiator helmets, since the helmet and the face shape on Mega GALLADE are very similar in my opinion. So I tried to make him have like a little bit more Roman inspired features, and I don't know if it came across that much, so that is something that I definitely do want to work on, and like kind of other features, because yeah, you know, open my range. Yeah. And also when I was drawing his outfit, well, actually not really even when I was drawing his outfit, I guess when I was deciding it, like his pants were something that I was kind of jumping between on, because I wanted to make him either wear flared and baggy pants with like ruffles, if that makes sense, and I'll show a photo just so that like you understand what I mean, because I had one particular reference in mind. And I ended up going with shorts because I thought that like the weird like little puffy things on the Pokemon would match shorts better than they would flared pants, because they kind of look like I don't even know what they look like off the top of my head. It's like, I'll show a photo again because they kind of look goofy, but I wasn't gonna give him that. But I do kind of wish that I went with the pants, because his fancier collared shirt with the ruffles on that mixed with casual shorts doesn't really make sense. But I love him either way. So yeah, I hope you like him. I think he looks pretty sassy, so yeah. I know I said this about the last one, but HOOPA might actually be my favorite. Like I've said before, I'll typically look at the wiki for each of the Pokemon to get a little bit more insight than just the appearance of them. Why did I say appearance like that? Anyways, so when I was viewing HOOPA's page, I noticed that they refer to HOOPA with it pronouns, and also they say that their gender is like non-confirming. So obviously I would make HOOPA non-binary, and I think I did the best transferring the likeness between the humanized and the Pokemon versions in this one, I hope at least. The only thing I really struggled on was the color palette, and I eventually was able to get used to it, and now I'm really happy with it. I added moles and beauty marks scattered around their body, mainly so I could say that I added hoop and the dot details on the cheeks and the forehead, which aren't the right color, but it works anyways, right? One detail that I didn't add until I was starting the sketch, being the like forearm crutches that they use. I noticed when I was doing my research that HOOPA is like that HOOPA Confined, which is the one that I drew, is considered more delicate out of the two, Confined and Unbound, and I wanted to symbolize this reduction in some ways. And by other research, I found that forearm crutches, along with other types of crutches, may be used for balance issues and disabilities where your legs may be too weak to support the rest of your body. And I hope that it is an accurate representation of people who use those crutches. If I am wrong, please correct me in the comments. I always try to add a little bit more representation when I can, and I thought HOOPA was the perfect time to do that. Something I'd like to add is that HOOPA is a pretty mischievous Pokemon, so I tried to show that in their body language and facial expressions, and, you know, a tongue sticking out is haha funny, right? I don't know. I hope that this version of the humanized HOOPA looks good. I certainly love them to bits. I had a lot of fun with Jigglypuff. I went through the thought process of making her just an adult until I looked at the wiki and it said that her personality is pretty childish. so that made me more inclined to make her younger, but then I saw this and I knew I had to make her a teenager or a tween, and I ended up going with the former, aka the teen. I also wanted to look up like when Jigglypuff's first appearance was, so that I could see if I could yoink any like clothing styles, because with Gen 1 Pokemon, like I've mentioned before, it's so hard to humanize them because they're so simple, but again, iconic. Mwah, perfect. But yeah, so since Jigglypuff is a singer who first appeared in the 2000s, I decided to do a Y2K inspired pop star kind of thing. Or you could also see her as a teen who likes to do karaoke a lot. Either way, this is how we ended up with the Jigglypuff that I made. I wanted to make Jigglypuff like super pink because she's literally just a pink ball of fluff. I also put a crap ton of stars on her skirt, earrings, and leg warmers to make reference to the Jigglypuff's space origin. And I don't know if I put too many stars, but yeah. I put her hair into space buns. Get it? Space? To add her ears. I also made her face rounder to represent a certain photo, which I love so much. Anyways, here's Jigglypuff. I hope you enjoy her. Finally, last but not least, we have the mascot of Pokemon, Pikachu. I was interested to do this one. I wanted to break the like common, like, I guess the stereotype almost. I don't know if that would make sense. That Pikachu is a guy, just because like the Pokemon series, you know, like Ash's Pikachu is a guy. So I'm making Pikachu a lady because yeah. I also wanted to make an ode to the Asian origins and the 90s era that Pokemon started in, and therefore Pikachu started in. So starting off in the face area, I wanted Pikachu to have dimple piercings that are red to represent the iconic red cheeks of Pikachu. I also had like gradient like hair with blonde and brown tips to match the ears. The ears are also mentioned in the pockets of the pants. Another thing to note that I thought was kind of clever for doing was the shoes. They hopefully look like Pokeballs, just like I intended them to. Again, since Pikachu is basically the mascot of the Pokemon brand, I thought that I would add the Pokeball reference to her, because it sums up the entire concept of the series. Cause, yeah. I don't know. Despite Pikachu having no blue on the design, I still wanted to add it to, like, add contrast and for flavor, you know? And I think it looks better that way. Plus, I know that yellow isn't everyone's favorite color, and I can only use so many shades of it before it gets old or it starts to look like crap. So, yeah. Finally, here's Pikachu. I know I used her on the thumbnail, so I hope she matches what you wanted her to look like. That's the end. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I really know that I enjoyed making it. I'm really proud of these guys and how they turned out. I wanted to say that I'm sorry if I sound more energized. I guess it's not more of a sorry thing, but I know that a lot of people, I mean, a couple people have said that, like, you enjoy the calmness of my videos, and I hope that it's not, I'm not too jumpy in this one, because I'm also actually filming this at a regular time, because usually I film at like 12 o'clock at night. This is at 2:37 p.m. So yeah, I have a little bit more energy, so I hope that's okay. And let me know what you guys, like how you guys would draw them, because I'm always curious, and if you do end up drawing them, please let me know, because I want to see it. I think it's cool. So yeah. If you have any ideas for videos in the future, I would love to know. Anywho, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye! Okay, I'm recording this on my editing app, so I don't know how good this is gonna be, but, thank you guys for 100 subscribers. Actually a little bit more than that, but thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Okay, actually, bye.